Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Girls Girl podcast. I am your host, Alfina, and here on the podcast, we talk about love, life, and everything in between. And you guys, it's the first episode. Like, are you excited? I'm excited. You see, I got all pretty for y'all. Like, I did a little bit of makeup. But yeah. Today is our first episode, and today, guys, we are talking about friendship. I know. We all love friendships. Like, don't we love our friends? Yeah, we love our friends. I'm saying it like that because I've had very bad experiences with friendships. I can't lie to you. But I do love the friends that I do have. I also can't lie about that either. The friends that I do have now, I love them wholeheartedly. But we are going to get into a couple of things about friendships, Like, I've been through it, y'all. I've been through it. So let's get into it. All right, so friendships, right? We all love friendships. Our friends are kind of like a reflection of us. They represent us in a different way. What you tolerate is what you accommodate at the end of the day. The company you keep, is important. However, y'all, let me tell you, I am not perfect. Alfina's company that she be keeping. Ugh. The company I kept sometimes was crazy. And honestly, it really, me losing my friends, like my bad friends, quote unquote, me losing the friends that like ended up being bad for me wasn't because I was like, okay, I don't want to deal with that person anymore. It wasn't me being like, yeah, I'm starting to see this, and this, so I'm just going to distance myself. It wasn't that at all. Me being who I am somebody who likes to hoard a friendship. I really like to hold on to the friendship. It doesn't matter what anybody does to me. Dang, I will like try to hold on to the friendship. Actually, let me rephrase that, please. I used to be like that. I am no longer like that because, I will admit, going into college, like meeting my friend Jordan in particular, she really helped me to realize that, like, okay, I can be unbothered, but I also have to really look at the morals and principles of the situation. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, what was done wasn't right, and what is being done to me isn't right. So just because I couldn't care less because I know that like that's not me, or I know that like I'm gonna come out on top every time, that doesn't mean that I should just let things slide. No. Yeah, let me put it like this. My best friends in middle school basically jumped me. When I entered into the 8th grade, I kind of entered into that mindset of, okay, we are getting older. We are entering into high school. I don't want to be the loud girl anymore. And one thing about like my friendships in middle school in particular was that I really felt like I wasn't Alfina. I felt like I was the girl in the group. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Like, I kind of lost my sense of self because I was so busy trying to be a part of this group. And so when I started to like not like myself anymore, I think that my friends liked me more because I was trying to be like them, hoping in my mind that because I like my friends, if I'm trying to be like my friends, then then maybe I'll like myself again. But in reality, I loved myself before their friendship, and I kind of let the friendship deteriorate me and kind of let the friendship like erode my existence, if that makes sense. Like, I just wasn't me anymore, and I was starting to feel that in my 8th grade mind, because I was starting to look at myself in the mirror. I thought I was ugly. I thought I was annoying. I just couldn't put up with myself. And for a long time, I couldn't put up with myself. And when I started to realize, like, okay, I don't want to be that person anymore, I think that they just did not like that. And you know, maybe it was different for them, but in my eyes, it just gave, like, they didn't like the person I was becoming. So yeah, that was middle school. Middle school for me was pretty like very much like a up and down. But you know, going into high school, I really thought that, like, oh, I wasn't gonna have any friends, and then I ended up meeting such a great person, and then she ended up being like friends with my old best friend. But like, I still love her to this day. Like, I always say that she was my forever friend. And you know, I really feel bad because, like, we never stayed connected, and I really feel like that was partially my fault because I'm so bad at communication. Y'all, I need to do a episode on communication, probably, because I'm so bad at communication. I know I'm not the only one. But yeah, that being said, you know, high school was a better era for me. This is very much a conversation of, are they the issue or am I the issue? So I think that it's a little bit of, no, I think that I want to say it's a little bit of both. But sometimes, you know, when we're having issues with friends, and when we're like having falling outs with friends, we kind of have to look at like what we're doing to contribute to it, or why this is happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, just recently I lost a friend that I literally called my sister. Like, she literally had my mom's phone number. She used to work with my mom. I lost that whole entire friendship, and you guys, it was like a very eye-opening experience for me, because it's just like, why does this keep happening to me? You know what I'm saying? I told my friends in the group chat about the whole situation, and my friend asked me, she was like, are you meeting weird people or am I the problem? And I responded, of course, actually no, you guys wouldn't expect me to respond this way, but I definitely responded, and I said, I think it's both at this point, because we need to start analyzing ourselves. Like, yes, there are weird people. Friends are weird. People are weird. Don't get me wrong. Girls in particular are weird. Like, don't get me wrong. This is the Girls Girl podcast. This is the Girls Girl podcast, and I'm a girl's girl. But as a girl's girl, I got to tell y'all, like, we can be some weirdos. Like, y'all, this girl really tried to accuse me of stealing $30 from her, and then she went and exposed me to my mom. First of all, I don't have your $30 still to this day. I'm not a thief. Second of all, why are you even going and telling my business to my mom? Now, granted, I shouldn't have been lying to my mom regardless, but still, who are you to, you know what I'm saying? Like, who are you to do that? That's weird. That's weird behavior. That's weirdo activity. Like, where's the weirdo alert? I need a weirdo alert, because that is a weirdo activity. And you know, like, there are weird people out here, but we're supposed to be able to discern that. That's why we pray. And I'm not even trying to get too religious about it, but like, that is literally why we're supposed to be praying for the spirit of discernment, because when we are able to discern people, we can kind of pick up on, okay, this person is for me, this person is not for me. And I wasn't doing that. I had to take a step back and say, okay, obviously God is trying to tell me that I need to slow down. I'm in the wrong people's faces all the time. I'm always in this person's face or that person's face. I was literally leaving my apartment to go to a friend's house when I could be with my sister. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a sister and I have a friend in my sister. Why am I going to another friend's place? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just certain things we kind of have to take accountability for. Now, don't get me wrong. I do genuinely believe that I'm a good friend, but there are things that I do that also hurts my friendships. Like, I have a very slick mouth. My mouth is very slick. So the way that I talk to my friends, sometimes if I'm too comfortable, it can come off as I don't really like you. It can come off as like, oh, like I'm trying to play it off as a joke, but really a secret animosity. And it's never that, but because my mouth is so like so slick and so like the way that it is, sometimes it does come off like that. And like, I have had friends come and tell me that. I've had friends tell me that, like, oh, I act one way around people and another way around them, and that's also not intentional, but that's also something that like has to be fixed if it's true. Me personally, I think that was a issue of the past. I don't think that I do that anymore because I'm very comfortable in my skin now. So it's like the way that I am towards you is the way that I'm going to be towards everyone. But at the end of the day, yes, you encounter weird people, but as human beings, we're supposed to be able to be sensitive to people's vibes and their energy, and we're supposed to be able to discern a person's nature. You know what I'm saying? At least that's what, you know, we're supposed to be praying for. You know, God is supposed to give us the spirit of discernment, and I did not have any type of discernment towards any of my friendships. I kind of just always dive into friendships, and I never think about like, oh, well, this person, I'm noticing this traits, or even taking a step back. Like, I'm very much the type of person who feels like if you're my friend, I have to be there for you every time. But I don't receive that in return. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it was never a friendship that I had where I felt like the same level of care that I had towards them, or the same level of support that I would give them, they would give me in return. That being said, I saw this scripture at church, and it's Proverbs 13:20, chapter 13, verse 20, for the people in the back who really want to read it. You know what I'm saying? And it literally says, I'm going to read it right here. It says, He who walks with the wise will be wise, but the companion of fools will be destroyed. So that's Proverbs 13:20, right? So that being said, my friendships were ultimately failing because I wasn't walking with the right people. I'm not with the right people. You know what I'm saying? I'm surrounding myself and associating with myself with people who do not, one, they don't lift me up, they don't encourage me, they don't, you know, or they are lifting me up and they are encouraging me, but they're wolves in sheep's clothing. You know what I'm saying? That's why we also need the spirit of discernment. That's a word. And I'm not even trying to get into like biblical things with y'all, but that is just the truth. With friends are so important because the company you keep is so important. What you tolerate is what you accommodate every single time. If like, I used to smoke heavy. All my friends smoke. You know what I'm saying? Even though like me going into my friendships, I was already smoking and stuff, but like what I tolerate is what I accommodate. And even when I wasn't smoking, my friends still were smoking. That's how I got introduced to it. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, that's a perfect example of what I tolerated, I accommodated because I ended up becoming a smoker. Like, come on. You have to be careful who you associate yourself with, who your friends are. Yes, don't get me wrong. We love our friends. We love our friends down. Just make sure you're loving the right friends. Make sure you're putting your energy into the right people. Your friends should be people who you're not always talking about guys and sex with. You know what I'm saying? They should be people who are like lifting you up. You can go to them and be like, oh, like, I'm really struggling in this class. Like, can you guys help me? You know what I'm saying? I really used to help my friends. Maybe I shouldn't say that because they're all going to be successful one day. Okay. I really helped my friends with their assignments. Like, we had a group chat, and like, if we were struggling, they would be sending the assignments. We will be helping each other. That is the type of people you need to be surrounding yourself. Yes, me and my friends, we talk about guys. Yes, me and my friends, we talk about the other stuff. But we also uplift each other. We encourage each other. They encourage me for this podcast. You need friends who are going to make you feel good about yourself, who are going to love you as you are. You don't need, if you feel like, or if you notice that you're always, if you notice that you're always explaining yourself, you and your friend are always getting into some type of beef, and you always feel like you have to defend yourself all the time, you always have to explain yourself all the time, that is not your friend. Leave them alone. You do not need to explain yourself to anybody, one. And two, especially your friends. Because one thing I truly believe in my heart is that, like, if you're my friend, it's because you like who I am as a person. That means you understand where I'm coming from. That means that there's a level of understanding that nobody else gets. You need to recognize what your friendships are doing to you. And when you recognize that, you need to take action. I just had a conversation the other day with my friend about like something that bothered me. I'm no longer upset about it, but me knowing that like I don't want to ever have any secrets animosity towards anybody, I still went ahead and confronted the situation, even though, if you know me, I hate a confrontation. Okay, I hate a confrontation like Elsa hate the summer. Okay, I hate a confrontation. But when you care about something, you do whatever you can to make things right, because you care. Let's just go through it. Do's and don'ts. Do's of friendship. Do discern your friends. Look at their character. Are they equally yoked with you? Are they aligning with who you want to be as a person? If you want to be a successful person, you need to have friends who also want to be successful, or you need to have successful friends. If you want to be rich, you need to be friends with people who also want to be rich, or be with a rich friend. You know what I'm saying? Because you're either going in the same direction, or that person is teaching you how to get to their level. You know what I'm saying? You need friends who are going to stimulate your mind. Yes, you can always have fun. You can have fun with anybody. Like, literally, you can have fun with anybody. That's why it's so important to recognize who you're having fun with. Reevaluate your friends. How do they align with your vision? Essentially, what is your vision for your friends? And what is your vision for yourself? And then how do your friends fit into that vision? Are they encouraging? Are they helping you? Are they adding value to you? That's what you need to start thinking. That's what you need to start thinking about. Are your friends people who are going to take you higher instead of dragging you down? Like, there's no reason why you should be in a friendship and you are suffering with depression and your friends are not trying to help you with that, or they're not trying to be kinder or more sensitive towards you because they understand that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna lie, these are some things that y'all just never need to, if you're doing these things, you need some friends. Just never do these things in your friendships. One, This is straight off the dome, by the way. Like, this is straight off the dome. One, if you are over explaining yourself, run. If you think that every time you guys are getting into an argument, and every argument you're the one apologizing, you're the one saying I didn't mean it, you're the one saying it wasn't my intention, run. That's not your friend anymore. It doesn't have to be any beef, and it's never any beef. It shouldn't be any beef. That's just not your friend. You know what I'm saying? And then the second thing is, if you are what was I gonna say? I just had it. That's why I need to write things down. The second thing is, oh, okay, I remember. And then the second thing is, if you are feeling worse and worse about yourself, you have to kind of have a before and after picture. You know what I'm saying? Before your friendship, after your friendship, or like during your friendship, before and during picture. Okay, how were you doing mentally before you became friends with this person or these people? How are you doing mentally now? Because one thing about me, I was struggling so bad mentally, especially in that middle school friendship. I was struggling so bad mentally. Like, I was so depressed. I hated the way I looked. Like, I cannot explain to y'all. Now I'm very confident, and I know that I'm beautiful, and I love my body, and I love who I am, and you know what I'm saying? But in middle school me, oh my gosh, middle school Alfina hated herself so much, and it's so sad. But it's because I wasn't friends with the right people. Those were not my friends, and I was too young to realize, and I realized it too late. Because every time I get out of a friendship, it's not because I'm choosing to get out of friendship, it's because I'm forced to get out of friendship. It's like, I can't be friends with you anymore. Not I don't want to be friends with you anymore. Not even I need to take a step back from you anymore. It's literally, I can't be friends with you anymore. Even this last friendship that I told you guys about, where she exposed me to my mom, I can't be friends with her anymore. It's not because I didn't want to hold on to the friendship. I wanted to be friends with her. Like, if she never did that, I would still be friends with her. But at the end of the day, that wasn't my friend. And I thank God, because he always, before anything gets too bad, he always just removes them. You know what I'm saying? He always just removes them. And every time I pray, I tell him, like, I pray for my friends, and I say, like, remove anybody, no matter how much it hurts me, remove them from my life. And that's what he does every single time. It's sad and it hurts, but that's why you guys need to have some discernment. Like, if you don't pray for discernment. You know, ask God for discernment. It's a good thing to know and be able to recognize people by their spirits. It's a good thing to recognize people by the energy or their vibe. It's a good thing, because it saves you from a lot of heartache later. You don't want to attach yourself to somebody, and then they do some grimy stuff to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can blame friends all we want. Yes, they're going to do bad things to you, but there are ways to prevent it, and that is through praying for discernment. That is through recognizing when you are over explaining yourself, recognizing when you are over committing to your friendship, and recognizing when you are deteriorating, when your sense of self is eroding. Please run. I love you guys too much to let you guys go downhill. Like, no, don't, like, learn from my mistakes. Like, I've had so many bad fallouts with friends because I'm a hoarder. Like, I'm a friend hoarder. I don't like having to make new friends, so I hoard the ones that I do have. That even makes me scared for my friend group, because it's like, I hate having to mourn a friendship, because I hate the thought of being alone. But that's another thing. Don't be afraid of being alone, because the friends who are for you are going to come to you every time. Going into college, I didn't think I was going to have friends, but I met a great group of girls who encouraged me, who even helped me succeed in my academics, because I'm really bad when it comes to studying. I'm really bad when it comes to schoolwork, because that's a whole nother thing for a whole nother time. But I am, and that's me, you know what I'm saying? But my friends were the ones who told me, okay, like, let's get this done, let's go. You know, my friends are scholars, so I became a scholar. What you tolerate is what you accommodate. And that's how I'm ending this video. What you tolerate is what you accommodate. If your friends are scholars, you're gonna be a scholar. If your friends are drug dealers, you're gonna be a drug dealer. If your friends are rich, then you're going to be rich, because what you tolerate is what you accommodate. If your friends spend money left and right and don't care, you're going to end up spending money left and right and don't care. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot. That was me too. Spending money left and right, and I didn't care. And then when I didn't have it, I would regret it so bad, and I would go into this depression, and I'll just be like, dang. And then when I would mention it, it just felt like nobody cared. So it's like, ladies, please love yourself more than you love your friendships. That's how we need to end this. Love yourself more than you love your friendships. Know yourself more than you know your friends, so that you can recognize when things are going downhill and recognize when to pull back. Do not be a friendship hoarder. Do not be a friendship hoarder. Please don't be me. Don't be a friendship hoarder. I'm not a friendship hoarder anymore. You know, now it's like, as soon as I feel like I'm doing all the things that I said that you guys shouldn't be doing, I'm trying my hardest to run away. But it's because I went through so much that I had to be like, okay, I have to let go of that. To the point where it's like, now it's like, I don't want to have to let go of anything. I want everything to be my choice and my decision, because at the end of the day, this is your life, and you're the captain of your own ship. You can't just let anybody on your ship. Come on, y'all. We can't just let anybody on our ship. We're the captains of our own ship. This is your life. If you want to associate with that person, you want to associate with that person. If you don't want to associate with that person, then you don't want to associate with that person. It doesn't ever have to be any bad blood, unless that friend is like crazy or something. They're like, oh, you want to make an issue, like, unless it's that, it doesn't have to be any bad blood. You can just simply distance yourself, or you can just simply say like, hey, I love you, but I think that we're just growing apart. It's okay. It can be a cordial relationship. It doesn't have to be something that's like, we're besties. Y'all don't gotta be the city girls all the time. Like, come on, y'all don't. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching the Girls Girl podcast. Again, I am your host, Alfina. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please comment what you guys want me to talk about. Please comment. Please go into the Google form in the description box and add video recommendations. Add your little anonymous secrets. Like, I really want to get on here, and I really want to read you guys' stories and give y'all some advice. And I don't know, like, I have a lot to say. I got a lot to say. But yeah, thank you again for watching the Girls Girl podcast, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, remember that you are worthy of all the love you give. You are worthy of receiving love, and you are worthy of being loved to the best of your ability in the way that you want to be loved, whether that's in friendships and whether that's in relationships. Remember that you are worth it. You're worth the time. You're worth the struggle. You're worth the back and forth. You're worth all of it. Because at the end of the day, we're just girls. Like, we're just girls. We just out here trying to be girls. Like, dang. I'm just a girl. Help us, please. But yeah, that is all for this video. And until next time, I love you guys so much. Bye. Just give me the platform. Give me the platform. I got the plan. Nah, I got the platform. Give me the plan. I got the platform. I butchered that so. I try to put myself together for y'all. Like I try to do a little 1 2, little 1 2. You know what I'm saying? You see, I did the 2 necklaces for y'all. I wasn't even lazy with the regular jewelry. Okay, I did 2 necklaces for y'all. Be appreciative. Thank me. Dang, please. I'm trying. But someone just creeped me out. Anyways, that is something that if I say you know what I'm saying one more time, I might slap myself on a man. If I say you know what I'm saying one more time, I might slap myself on a man. I'm sorry, y'all. I get nervous on the guys. I get a little bit nervous. You can't be a woman of substance, and you can't be a successful person in general, not even just a woman, but you can't be a successful person if you don't have people who want to succeed around you. Period, point blank. That's just not how it works, pooks. Okay? That's